Okay. So, today's docket, much like it has been for every other one, is iron. But the bonus being, I know there's iron up there. The issue is, I gotta get up there. I have some ideas as to how I might be able to do it. I want to stand directly underneath it. 90 blocks. Okay. I'm so close. That, I think, is going to become a possibility for later. Huh. My brain just turned around and was like, what if we make a ship that can just carry the fucking iron? Yeah, we're not gonna be doing that. So, in theory, inside of the Silent here, there should be a pretty solid boatload of iron. Ooh. Don't like that, none. I didn't realize it was an island 138 meters down that way. Alright, so I need more torches. Okay. So we're going to climb back up. And I'm going to use the power of the goblins to better acquiesce some iron for myself, assuming they are still around when I come back down. Hmm. Much better. Much, much, much better. Okay. Now I'm starting to get into actual iron territory. Okay. Mm. Hmm. Oh, perfect. 0.2 in fortune now. Now I'm really living it up. Making it big. No, I'm really hitting the big numbers. Alright. That should do the trick. For now. Oh shit, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta get the fuck out of here. There we go. Alright. Good to go. Alright, Mr. Goblin. Where are you at? Mr. Groblin. Mr. Grombobulus. Damn. Can't believe you just up and leave me like that. After I promised to give him goodies. Well, I'm gonna be waiting a minute to smelt out all that iron that I got. No, it's not even double. Neither is that. Modern industrialization macerator would be. Everything else is kind of just nah. Yeah, I really could use some goblin trades. That's right, I haven't done any vein checking yet. So I have no idea what's going on underground. Alright. That's the problem, is that the goblins just kind of show up whenever and don't really give you any sort of way to call them over. I mean, I guess in the meantime, I'll keep looking. You know, times like these, I really wish there was an andesite alloy that was a copper substitute. You know? Nothing major. Just like, hey, you can use copper as a substitute for iron. Should you be, oh, I don't know, unable to find any iron? Oh, maybe over here? Unfortunately, there is no Grobobulus anywhere in here. So, I'm just immensely disappointed, and my day is ultimately ruined. I cannot believe you've done this. Damn. All right. I swear to fuck, if you show up as I'm smelting, I will be furious. Thankful, but still furious. Okay. That's not awful. Hmm. I don't have any wooden slabs. Hmm. I guess not. Well, shit. All right. Um. I mean, I'll make it out of wood. Okay, so there's a mechanical bearing. Um. Okay. And then this one over here needs to be told specifically uh, only to place when the anchor is destroyed. Okay. We're slowly but surely coming to a point where I'm beginning to sort of set things up. It's kind of dope. But now I would need a forward propulsion. Meaning I'm going to need to do the thing. Oh. Hmm. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna quite do that. But a Stirling engine definitely isn't bad. And making a actual setup for it isn't terrible either. I would obviously need like a backlog of wood, which, if I'm lucky, I should just be able to go from island to island and do things. But I am sort of, I guess, a bit confused on whether or not it'll work. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. So, propeller. Uh, so I think what I might try and do is like a sort of dual setup. But that might be a bit tough to do. Because, like, I want to do dual engine, but I guess realistically I don't really need it. I just need one there. Let me sleep and get rid of the rain. So, my idea will be I go through the whole process, you know, make the Sterling generator, do all that fun stuff. Speaking of, I need to actually craft the Sterling generator. But I'll bring a couple of the furnaces with me, just that way I can smelt on the go. I need a fifth one. Alright. That's done. Send it back through for another round. And then, after this, that should be pretty much everything, I would think. I don't need it to be the fastest thing in the world. Just need it to be productive. Okay. So, I've got a pretty solid start, I think. Obviously, I still need to add the steering mechanism, but that can be added in a moment. Hmm. I think I might have misunderstood. Wow. Okay, fuck. I'll go fuck myself then. Jeez. Why don't you were gonna do that to me? So I'm pretty close to what it is that I want to do. Gear shift is going to be helpful because that'll allow me to swap the polarity of the movement of the engine without having to actually change the engine. So let me guess, this requires me to have an iron pickaxe. Oh, goodbye, super glue. I knew ye well. Super glue 2. I don't understand. Does it need to be, like, running? Um... Okay. Yeah, that makes my life a hell of a lot easier, actually. Three more copper plates and 2 more iron plates. Okay. Good. Alright. That should do the trick. So now that I've got this, I can put this... Ah! Hi! You're coming with me. Thank you kindly. Huh. Alright. So, now, if I head down here... I think I need, I think I need to, go ahead and actually attach something if I want it to spin. So I need to make a symmetrical sail, which should be easy enough, I would think. Right? Yeah, okay, that's easy enough. No. Well, I guess I don't really need to worry about the whole regular sales thing. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So the symmetrical sail is how we're steering. That'll become the rudder, which easy enough to do. You know what? Oh, there isn't. I see. Never mind. Okay. That will do. And realistically, that could be everything. Right? Oh, wait, no. No, 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 no. Wait, no. I think I should be good. Um, just in the off chance I'm not, I'll extend the dry dock a little bit. Just that way it doesn't fall off and I lose literally everything that I've just finished building. But in theory, I should be good. Like, there shouldn't be anything that I need to adjust for or do. Now, it should be pointed out that the center of, or the point of thrust is not center in the back, so it won't aim it forward perfectly, but oh, oh, she's a lifting. Huh. So he flies. Just don't know how well. Um, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 by 5 is 225, right? It might be 16. So 64, 80, 160. Plus an additional 48 is 208. So 210 would be about max. And that should keep it neutrally buoyant. Correct. I don't understand why the fuck it pulls like that. Oh, you know what it is? Wait. So yeah, I've got a bunch of weight in the back there. How much does this weigh? Doesn't tell me. How about if I go over to this tree? So it's 0.5, right? So all of this back here probably equates to, if I had to guess, a fair bit. So if I get a relatively heavy block, furnaces do not count, thankfully. But if I get a relatively heavy block, top won't do the job. Well, it is heavy. That's not enough. How about copper? Copper is weightless. So that would not work. Plus, I won't lie, I do kind of want to actually just go ahead and make my floor out of copper grates. Which is going to fuck with the weight even more than it already is, but just bear with me. So I wonder if I can get a grab handle and just kind of pull it over here, you know? Iron handle, just an iron nugget. Okay, easy enough. Super duper easy. Can I just attach this on, glue it on, and call it a day? Okay, that'll work. Can I just do a bit of a punchy? No. No, I cannot. But that's fine. Hmm. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. So, here's my backup plan. So we'll call it. I'm gonna take a bunch of andesite, and I'm gonna replace chunk by chunk of the front section until it becomes stable. But what am I looking for? I need another axe. There we go. All right. So, essentially, what I'm going to be doing is taking one of those and replacing it with one of those. So it's going to be 4 times the weight for every block that I place up here. Now, as I said earlier, I'm going to be doing it bit by bit until eventually everything kind of evens out. But obviously there's a pretty big disparity between the front and the back at the moment, so it's going to need to be weighted a fair bit toward the front. Plus, I may or may not basically be making an icebreaker at this point, so, you know, there's that. Okay. That is good to see, actually. So, I am actually getting somewhere as far as that neutral buoyancy is concerned. Ah, shit. Jesus. But I am noticing that it is getting tougher and tougher for the boat to lift. Not the end of the world, but it will become harder the more weight I add. I should definitely be careful about that. Okay. Let's give her a whirl and see if she'll twirl. It is fairly neutral in its buoyancy. I can't say I'm entirely disappointed, but I do wish there was a better way of operating outside of, you know, the two fucking extremes. Where is it? Is it right here? No. Right here. Okay. So this seems to be about where I want to be as far as heat creation is concerned. But she's a flying. Why is that? Hmm. But yeah. It's not the most graceful thing in the world. And I definitely think I can probably bring this up to a good 60. And then I'll help out with steering. But I'm not upset. Like, it's pretty good. I don't know how I'm gonna do with gentle landings, but I mean, given everything, I'm honestly shocked that I've just even done it. Like, damn. Let me try hitting it at 205. Okay, so steering still needs a hell of a lot of work, but all in all, I'm kind of impressed. I'm actually astonished that I've managed to make something that flies and is stable and is maneuverable. Oh, travel can happen. Who'd have thunk? Now, I am going to have to, more or less replan all of my, processes if I want it to, you know, work well. So let me grab that. Let me go sleep. And we'll go, I don't know, fucking sail off to somewhere. Like, I don't know. Is it possible for me to start transporting the base? Chests are considered light. I don't know if they do or don't get heavier with items. That's kind of a big if. Anvils are actually incredibly heavy. Or not? Huh. Well, I mean, shit. Let's let's find a better place. Nope, Stonecutter does not have a weight value to it. So we'll put chests more toward the middle. Beds, I don't know if they will have... Nope, they do not. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll just put that here. Now, how does that operate exactly? Hmm. I'm gonna try and do this proper, like... I'm just unsure of how well it's going to go. Oh, wait. Carry On is in this. Hmm. Well, the very least now I know that if I wanted to do carry on, I need to actually get it onto the ship. Like so. Okay. I'm worried I'm gonna start up the ship, start flying, and then just a list to the left. Just because it does take into account what's in the actual chest. Um, you know what? Just in case, I'm going to go ahead and put the bed over here. That way I can balance it out. Maybe. So I definitely need to try and work on my altitude management a bit better. Because right now it's either up or down. And it's not exactly gradual. You know? I am really hoping it doesn't take into account what's in the actual chest. Because I will be capital F fucked if it does. Alright. Once these are on board, realistically, the only thing that I can do is just essentially a free flight check, and then it's off to the races. I gotta pick up the create stuff too, but not really here or there. Hmm. Alright. Let's see if she goes. Honestly, this is the most nerve-wracking part. So I guess the first stop is to this big island over here in the desert. Yeah, I mean, the ocean, I guess. But it seems like it's got some stuff, so. And I don't really see why not. 58, so it's 7. Wait, no. 56 and 7. I'll keep the other 64 on me. And, and away she goes. Shit. Okay. I hadn't taken into account the fact that that was gonna blow me away. Fuck it. Can I really not pull it out? Come on. Let's go. There we go. All right. Crank the power up. There we go. Really should increase the limit to about 90 degrees. Ah, shit. Honestly, it's pretty neutrally buoyant, all things considered. Like, I need to get specifics on where this is at. I think this is at like 14, 15. But all in all, pretty good. Now I have a feeling having that for a floor probably isn't going to do great with the whole, you know, not sinking thing, but we'll make do. And there we go. Shit. Nope. It's like I knew. Alright, so this is just gonna have to stay on enough to keep it buoyant, I guess. I wonder if it's because of the location. No, and that's not, no. Never mind. A little bit further. Okay, so yes. The level of heat being generated does affect how high I fly. I think that just barely keeps me out of the water. Where it's at right now. So if I sleep here... Oh, you just spawn me right on it. Cool. This doesn't consume fuel at all. So that can run for however long it wants to, and it doesn't really matter. Plus, having it actually running at this pace the entire time is actually a really good method of keeping track of where things are. So, with a successful trip to a new island accomplished, I think that will be where I end the stream for today. I was really worried that having all these chests on board was going to be too much for it. Turned out to be fine. So, yeah, that was neat. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. Appreciate you folks for stopping by, vibing out, hanging out with me, and, yeah. See you folks.